Well, hello. Okay, so this video really isn't like an advice video that I have, but just another vlog because I kind of want to vent. So here we go. Okay, so you know how sometimes you live with people that you don't really particularly get along with, and then you have people where you get along just great, no big deal. But then you have the people right in the middle where sometimes they get on your nerves, and then sometimes you're like best friends. Okay, so I'm in that current situation, and don't get me wrong, the girls I live with are really, really sweet, and they're nice, but I think we just grew up differently with different rules, and obviously different parents, so we have different opinions on things, and it's not like anything is confrontational. Like, we don't fight, but it's kind of like those silent arguments where, like, you see a dirty dish that's not yours, and it's been sitting there for a long time, and just internally you're like, oof, but then when they clean it, you're like, oh my god, we're friends again, kind of feeling. So that's kind of the current situation. I'm not mad, I'm not venting against them, definitely, but I just thought I'd spill this out. Okay, so last semester, living with these two other girls, and one has the same meal plan as me, 5 days a week, so we eat mostly in our apartment. Whereas the other girl had 14 meals a week, so she only ate not in the apartment, so like on campus, no big deal. So when I would do the dishes, or eat, and I would take care of the dishes, and I wouldn't be really consistent with them, I'd kind of just like, oh, the sink's full, I should clean it. So I wasn't really like on top of it every single day, I just kind of did it on my own because I was really the only one who used the kitchen for the most part, so it didn't really bother me that much when it was a little bit dirty. Just kind of dealt with it. So whenever the girl who got 14 meals a week on campus, whenever she would make something at home, or she was making something for her friends, because she can eat in the apartment, that's allowed, but whenever she did, she would make a mess, kind of like I would, no big deal, like I'm not going to get mad about that. So no big deal, right? Going about her thing, she would clean it eventually, and that would be the end of that. So now it's a new semester, and the same girl that got 14 meals a week now is 5. No, I lied. She has 0. So now she only eats at the apartment. The complete opposite. Anyway, case in point is she's always making a mess too. Not in a bad way, no big deal. So now I'm making the same mess that I've always made. I just kept with my same flow of things. Well, now I see a note on the whiteboard, because we have like a little whiteboard where we post like the bills and messages and stuff like that. And I get a little note, nicely written, no big deal, I'm not like mad at her or whatever, but saying, oh, could you put dishes away? Can you make sure the sink is always empty and wash the pots and pans and stuff? Hold up. I went an entire semester without anyone telling me what to do. And no one complained, everything was fine, no one got hurt. No big deal, right? Like, what's the big deal? So now that she has to clean her mess sometimes, and we share the kitchen, again, not upset about that, she's telling me how to change the flow of my cooking experience? I don't even know. The point is, how do you figure, okay, maybe I'm overreacting, but it's like, I didn't tell you that you were making a mess. I don't even know. So that's basically it. You gotta deal with people. It's not like we're fighting each other or whatever. It's just, we grew up differently. Like, we have different cleaning styles. Like, I hate it when a light in the hallway is on all the time. Like, we're paying for that. Like, that should be something, that you should be aware of. Like, okay, when you're not in the hallway, shut the light off. You're not in your bedroom. I mean, obviously for like a second, whatever, but shut the light off, bathroom, whatever. And it's kind of like, I'm not used to that because I was trained to always shut the light off when you're not in a room. Maybe they weren't. So it's not like I argue or whatever, it's just I'm not used to it and I get frustrated. And so that's definitely a disadvantage with living with people you don't really know that well. I mean, we know each other pretty well, but not to a certain extent. And so that's basically it. Just venting because I'm like, ah, I don't even know. There's no point to this video. Just thought I'd spill it. Okay, well, I think that's it. I'm gonna go because I'm hungry.